You know, I'm fancying Barrage into this map as well. I think Odin could very well be on tilt, for lack of a better word, after those situations that we just discussed. But Field Depot is going to take some coordination through those nades, those plays, those pushes. And I'm really fancying Barrage now. They've been playing on this map on stream. We've seen they've played very well against XL. So, you know, I think Barrage are going to take this one pretty smoothly now, Charlie.
Yeah, I think after watching those first two maps, I mean, Odin scraped around the two, but they've been getting 1v3'd, 1v4'd. I mean, I'm hoping I'm wrong and they can pull something out of the bag. You never know. Field could be their superstar map, and we could see a good game here. But the way it's going, Barrage are playing really strong. I mean, they've watched Dill do a 1v3, they've watched Adam do a 1v4, and all that just ups the momentum. Like, I can imagine it's getting a bit later now. It's almost 11:15 here. I mean, I imagine they're a bit tired, but when people are doing 1v3s and 1v4s, it really wakes you up and motivates you to do your best, and you want to be the next one to get the clutch.
Yeah, and of course, Gears have always known for its clutches being some of the best that esports can offer. The raw skill involved in the game, and it's not just a simple point and shoot as perhaps Call of Duty is. Not to hark on Call of Duty, of course, but 150 people viewers in this. I'm sure there's going to be a lot more Gears fans than Call of Duty fans, eh? Going into this map though, Fuel Depot, boom shot. We have nades, we have sniper. Perhaps we'd like to break this down a little bit, both for the perhaps new players to competitive who might be tuning into the stream for the first time, and perhaps E4's taking it in terms of how to approach it, in terms of strats and how to go about this one, Charlie.
Well, as I said earlier, for people that aren't aware, the fuel depot has a fast side and a slow side. The fast side is the side you spawn on when you start off as low cost, which isn't in the hangar. It means you can get inside and get the boom shot quicker, which mainly means that is your dominant round. That is the round you want to win, and you do not want to lose a slow side. And I mean, if you start on the slow side, which is in the hangar, and you can take that round, the round they pull off with boom, I mean, that's a big advantage. It's almost like taking, I wouldn't say taking two rounds, but it's a really big bonus winning that slow side. And so you're going to see on local side a lot of people playing for that boom, and then cog side you usually see people playing for helipad control, trying to keep distance between them and the boom shot, which is the best thing you can do. If you're not in sight, if the boom shot can't get to you and can't see you, then it can't kill you. But then again, you do see people playing backdoor, contesting the boom, stopping it from being picked. Nades will be thrown in. I mean, there's endless possibilities what you can do, but it seems the map will always revolve around that boom inside.
Yeah, I think you're right there, and well, certainly right on the boom shot point. Anyway, that's going to be the dominant factor in terms of how teams go about approaching each round. And as you rightfully said, I think with the fast side and the slow side existing on this map, if there is a potential map that the Odin are going to turn this around and swing momentum in their favor, then perhaps winning on a slow side is perhaps what they need at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're going to see Odin start with the fast side, so I'm hoping they can really kickstart this map, just taking that fast side at least, and then coming on maybe for a slow side, then a fast side. And I mean, if Odin can build up that momentum and just think, you know what, we're still in this, we can bring this back, then we could be in with a good game, Toby.
I can't wait to see how this plays out, folks. If you are enjoying the stream today, we have 154 viewers, as I've mentioned. Please, please, please do tweet out the stream. Get EU the exposure it deserves. I think you'd argue that as well, Brutalize. But yeah, we want to get EU on the map, so to speak, here. All the EU players, of course, they feel the same way. And yeah, if you do want to follow the channel, if you want to follow the stream, that would be amazing. And of course, a tweet out to get more viewers in for this intense final as we get the third map underway. That would be great also. But anyway, predictions, Brutalize. I'm not gonna just throw that out at you now. I'm gonna ask you for things in particular. Um, let's say if you were to pick a winner of this map, what do you think the rounds are going to be?
Ooh, I'll have to go with. I want to say Odin, but I'll have to go with Barrage, and I think we're going to see another 4-1. We're going to see. What about you, Toby? What are you feeling?
Okay. You know, I think Barrage will just get this one, but I don't think in that great performance. I think it's going to be 4-3 Barrage. Okay, I'm just praying, fingers crossed now, that Odin can really pull it out now. As I said, get a fast side, get a slow side win, and really get it in their heads that they can win. But I think Barrage are playing really well now in this last final, so no, it's all down to see how these rounds play out in terms of momentum, I feel. As we actually jump on board with a strength shocker. They're going for an aggressive flank here in the warehouse. Adam's going to get the first down. D-Tex is going to fall, and that play's not going to work on them. I think we've actually just had a team kill from Dill. He's going to get that nade kill on his teammate. It's going to be a 2v1 now. You saw Ronnie's great movement there. He's going to get out, get that boom shot out. Boom shot in the hands of Barrage. Zatox isn't going to be able to push that 1v1 in time, it doesn't seem. And there we go, he falls.
I'd actually like to say that was a great strat by Odin then, Toby. Like, they almost, like, they knew they was doing 2 backdoor. They ran straight up, 3 of them on a flank. They had a 3v2, but somehow Barrage just come out on top because the shotgun skill was just too much for Odin to handle. But that was actually a really good strat by Odin, but at the same time a very risky one on your fast side.
Yeah, I personally like that strat myself, and quite a nice one to kick this one off, but they just got presented a brick wall now. They might receive. Yeah, Ronnie's gonna get that back A on Zatox. It's gonna stop them in their tracks. The boom shot is in the hands of Barrage. That long range boom's not gonna pay off for Barrage this time, as it looks like Odin are just trying to set up with this helipad though. But Dill, that long range boom's gonna connect. Very nice by him. Pretty much hitting D-Tex direct. Newspaper has something to say about that though. He gets a double, a really nice double off there now, as it forces Sam into a 1v1 situation.
Really nice by Newspaper there, really bringing it back for his team, and I'm hoping he can take this 1v1. Let's see what he can do. Sam's going to push up to the box. Sam's really playing aggressive on him. Newspaper trying to hold his right hand. But Sam does come out on top there.
I like how Sam played that actually. With the right hand, he was really aggressive. He got the damage off, and he didn't push round that straight away. That last corner for Newspaper, and I think he was waiting for that left hand back A for a chance of staying in that fight. And you saw Sam, he just waited for a second, and then went round as Newspaper thought that was his time to get out of there.
Yeah, it was like he almost played it. It was great play, but I must say to Adam, his nades at the beginning of the round really stopping that contest. It really stops the other team getting even in the front door, and that really helps.
Yeah, but this time, Charlie, looks like Newspaper and his teammate are going to be in this boom shot area. Stun, though, that's not going to help them out, though. Newspaper's going to fall. D-Tex is going to fall to him. The roll into cover's not going to help him there. Some great movement by Ronnie to actually get out of that 1v1 situation, allow his team to get in the fight. It's 3-0 already, Charlie. I mean, Barrage are playing really well. Wow, I'm actually considering changing my prediction now, but I don't think that's allowed, unfortunately.
Yeah, it does seem Barrage have got a lot of momentum. I mean, Odin, maybe after what's happened to them, they just want to get the game over with. But come on, Odin, I want to see what they can do. They've done a change of strat now. It looks like they're playing for that helipad control instead of just trying to contest the front door. Let's see how it works out for them. As usual, we're going to see Dale Hoffman grabbing boom shot. Toasty, aka Newspaper, has picked up the snipe, and they are really trying to hold down that helipad now.
Oh, Dell is looking at that clutch box for that orange room. There we go, he's going to get it. Zato's going to go down. I have to check the camera. There we go. Adam is going to get that nade kill. And plays like that, Charlie, I feel, is what puts Barrage in as one of the top EU teams now.
Yeah, definitely too. I mean, look at that. That boom and that nade was so synchronized. It was such good calls then. Dill called it. Adam naded it straight away. And we're going to see Sam down shocker at the back of helipad. Toasty trying to push. Ooh, his head's gone.
And the round is over already. I was just flicking through the cameras myself, Charlie, and I couldn't find what was going on. As soon as they got that kill, folks, it was GG, it seemed, as the whole of the Barrage team swarmed that helipad and got the kill so quick that we couldn't even keep up with them.
Yeah, that was a very fast map by Barrage. I mean, the momentum definitely behind them. I mean, they come close on the first qualifier to making it in to the winners, and then the second qualifier they didn't do too well, but the third one, now they've qualified as expected.
Yeah, and of course they did have. I think they were the highest seeded team actually, for going into the GFL. league play, or the league, of course, in the 2 weeks' time until that. But of course, that win is gonna just put them all in the bin, them into the instant qualification. Something people don't really look at now. Now that Barrage is actually in the league, that's gonna free up a spot for another team to get through via seeding points. So perhaps getting the teams in like yourselves, Champions and Barrage, some of the more well-known teams in EU. It does free up a lot of spots now for strong teams like Odin to come back in and get a spot in the league.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, the next tournament's Sunday, isn't it, Toby?
Yep, next one and the last one, qualification tournament number 4 is the last opportunity for teams to get in. So yeah, Sunday that is, folks. That'll be live streamed at 8 p.m. UK time, which is, I believe, 3 p.m. Eastern. So please do join us for that one. But yeah, Odin are going to be looking to come back with the seeding points that they do have. Of course, this is commiserations for them for this final loss, but they've got a lot of seeding points from that brutalize, and they could well be the highest seeded team now going into this last qualifier.
Yeah, I mean, they've basically secured their top 8, Toby. I think, and I think they've done really well in all of these qualifiers, and they're definitely an upcoming team, and it's good practice for them. I mean, they're going to be able to scrim now, ready for the league if they do get in, which I presume they most likely will. But you've got to remember too, we've still got our damage to qualify.
Yes, indeed. And on top of that, we have our damage. They've got some seeding points now. They didn't qualify. I think they got to the first round actually in the first one because they couldn't play, and I believe that's the case today. So unfortunate for them that they've not actually maybe even secured their place in GFL just yet. But they're definitely going to be looking to perform in the fourth one, along with teams such as Hostile, of course, some very experienced and well-known members in the EU community. Evo are still looking to get into the. We've seen them today. They've performed really nicely. Barrage, of course, proving too much for them though in the end. And yeah, there's actually a few teams now who are looking to get these last spots in the GFL. And there are some spots remaining. Of course, there's quite a lot of spots actually. We've got your team, Champions and Barrage now with the 3 secured spots. There's going to be 1 instant qualification up for grabs on the 4th one. And on that note, actually, before I even finish, we've got the top 8 currently for you folks, okay? Don't think there's a way I can display it on screen, but I'm just going to read out for you folks. As I said, Champions, E4, Barrage are through now. They're confirmed. But in order of seeding, this is how it goes, I believe. Odin have got the highest seeded points. Then second is actually our damage, because they got to that final. That's going to put them up there, despite their lack of performance, some would argue, in the other GFLs. Other than last week. Then you've also got Team No Name, which is, of course, Zorkas's team performed really well beforehand. And then it's followed by Immunity, a new team, of course. They played really well today, but I don't think they got as far as they perhaps like to. And then, of course, it's Evolution as well. So we do currently have that many teams. And, just checking out these scores. At the bottom, we have 73, 65, 50, 45, and 40. Those are the seeding points currently for those teams that I just mentioned who aren't qualified already. So it's really close right now for in terms of out of them, their seeding points. So it's going to be, I think it's going to be really tight to get into the league as well, Charlie.
Yeah, and I've got to say as well, Toby, it's surprisingly not in that top 8 seed or XL. So they're going to
Oh,
be
yeah.
pushing Sunday for that qualifier. I mean, they need to. If they're not even in the top 8 seed, that's quite surprising. But they haven't done too well. But I really hope they can make the top 8.